live for my beautiful YouTube channel. How are we doing here in YouTube? Vamos a ver, I have to make it perfect. Okay, good afternoon. Today is Wednesday. So Wednesdays we do English. And on when do we do Saturday or Monday we do Spanish? We've been doing Spanish Saturdays lately, but not this Saturday. I won't be in town. I will be away. Hello. Good afternoon. Hello, everybody. Hello. Waiting aquí for. Of course, I can take your questions, but also I have two things that are the themes for me today. Let me put this away. Let me put it over here. Denise, hello. Olga, hello. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. We are ready to go. We have our beautiful books right here with us. So there's, we are talking about today, the theme for today is from book number 3. And in book number 3, it's all about relationships. And one of the things that I like to mention when we're talking about relationships, and of course you're gonna find out in page 41 in my book number 3. It's all about relationships. And in page 41, if you have your book, get it out, because we're gonna be talking about this book today. It's about work on yourself. And the inspiration for this talk today happens to me maybe a week ago, well, last week. And I was going to my gym, do my workout. How are the cameras? Is everything looking good? And it's just this thought pop in my head. And okay, better like that. And the thought was about if you cannot be happy with yourself, it's an impossibility that you are going to be happy with somebody else. And by this time, we already know that nobody can make you happy. We know all this cliche. Nobody can make you happy. Happiness is a do-it-yourself business. Happiness is a do-it-yourself business. I like that. Happiness, we're going to be taking notes. Happiness is a do-it-yourself business. And do-it-yourself business. So what does that mean? When we get this inspiration right now, life is about doing it-yourself business. What does that mean? What do I do? Because that's the question, right? We always think that we can solve problems without really putting the work into it. So the work consists in to really get to know who you are. And in book number 3, that's exactly what I talk about this book. There is 2 relationships that are the most important relationships in your life. And it's the relationship with yourself and the relationship with God. And if you don't don't turn it off because, oh, you don't believe in God and that, or anything like that. Just give yourself a chance, because sometimes we just cut it short. I don't want to hear about that. We get defensive. We react to it. Something trigger us. Somebody says, well, you have to believe in something bigger and greater than yourself. Why? Why do you have to believe in something bigger and greater than yourself? Because you know for a fact that just you is not sufficient. You fighting the forces in the world, and you fighting the forces outside of you, the forces in the world. And then you have to fight your demons. You have to fight your shortcomings. You have to fight your lack of discipline. You have to fight your lack of commitment. Those things that you feel that you need to develop, that you need to cultivate. And the only way we are going to cultivate those qualities, and the only way we are going to develop this beautiful, awesome, in harmony relationship with yourself is by working on yourself. It's no other way out. It's like, somebody comes along and tells you, oh, you want to be in good shape, and the person cannot give you a pill. You have to go to the gym. You have to put the work into it. You have to make that commitment. And so I'm in my car, and this Paul comes to me about, but it was like a revelation. When when you know things intellectually, and you also know when you know things emotionally, but although you know it emotionally and intellectually, there is a moment in your personal growth that, pow, it becomes a revelation. And that's what happened in my case. Like I'm in my car and I said, yes, it's true. If you cannot be happy, if I cannot have a party with myself, if I cannot have a date with myself, how can I expect to have a party with somebody else or to have a date with somebody else? Like when I go to the gym, I have a date with me. When I go to the gym or I go any place, I have a date with me. The person I date that I love and that I like and I respect and inspire me and I like to emulate, it's me. Simple. It's simple. So, and for some people might sound, people who are in a lower level of development, they find that egotistical, narcissistic. What is egotistical and narcissistic is the audacity and the arrogance and not recognizing your poder, your beauty, your power, your talents, that inner strength, that inner power, that inner wisdom that is in each one of us. So humility for me is recognizing how great I can be. Humility to me is recognizing all the blessing and the greatness and the favor and the miracles in which life has blessed me. So that is humility. And when you recognize that, the only choice that is presented to you in your consciousness is to even every single day to become the best person that you can be. So like we were talking about, and then work on yourself in book page 41, you can read more. 41. Okay, in the page 41. Now we talk about here, work on yourself. And one of the points, the highest truth of the matter is what's going on with you. What is the greatest thing that will benefit you? The most beautiful outcome that you can imagine. The most beautiful outcome that you can imagine. Talking about outcomes, that you can't imagine. I'm gonna tell you what happened to me yesterday. Today, no yesterday, yes, yesterday. My life is a ritual, so yeah, I usually don't keep track of time. I know I go to sleep and I know I wake up. And I know that in between the waking up and going to sleep, there is a ritual that I practice every single day. And as some of you know, people who've been following me for some time know that my ritual starts at 2:15 to 3, let's round it up to 3 o'clock in the morning. I start earlier doing a 15-minute meditation, but that's out of my, like, I don't share that very often, like, because people will get scared. Oh my God, 2 o'clock in the morning. No, you don't have to wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning. You don't have to wake up at 3. You wake up and you do what you need to do at your own personal time. So when you're working and developing a relationship with yourself, I think that is kind of easier than develop a relationship with God. Why? Because with you, you kind of, you're with you. You can touch you can take a shower, you can look at yourself in the mirror, you have a relationship with yourself, whether it's a good one or not. Hopefully you have an amazing relationship with yourself. So this is in one of my videos from years ago, but if some of you don't know the story, but I'm gonna tell you, and let me have a sip. When you're working, at least for me, when you work in a relationship with somebody else, you want some kind of communication, right? We are very clear, like we want to have a relationship with another person, whether it's male or female, no matter what type of relationship, whether a romantic relationship or a social relationship, you want to have an interaction with that person, because the only way you're going to get to know that person is by exchanging every single day or, frequently some kind of your life, part of your life, what you're doing, da, 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 da. So maybe about 30 years ago, close to 40 years ago, I've been working on my personal relationship with God. And yes, you pray and you get your answers and da, 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 da. But it reaches a point in any relationship that you want something more touchable, something more material, something that is not just at a supernatural, but it can be manifested at a natural level. So I was going through, I don't remember what kind of situation I was going through, that in my walk, I walk in the morning 6 miles, 3 walking, and that's walking meditation, praying, singing, crying, talking to God, listening, adoring the universe, the beauty in the morning from 4:30 in the morning until the sunrise. So that's my ritual, part of my ritual. So I was coming back from coming back from 3 miles. Now I'm turning around and walking or jogging, very slow jog, another 3 miles. And in those moments, I'm asking God, are you hearing me? Why don't you give me a sign? Why don't you? I want to know. I want something that like you need to see it, like Thomas when he said, "Oh, Jesus said to Thomas, oh, some people don't need to see it and they believe it, and you have to see to believe that I'm real." I wasn't as dramatic as Thomas, but I did was like, I want you to show me that you're hearing me. And in that gave me the answer. I went, well, anyway, let me, because I'm in my head, I'm debating if I continue with this to tell you what happened, but I will. So coming back, I'm very ritualistic type of person. I always do like the same thing. So I know where I have my water stop, where I will stop to drink water when I'm coming back from my job, because I know where the places where we have water fountains here and at the beach. So my heart, my mind, my spirit pulls me into going to have a drink of water in a private club. It's a club, a beach club here on the beach, that to get into that club, you have to have a membership. It's the name of the place is Rio Mar Beach House. And people who are familiar with this area, that it's a private club that is thousands of dollars for membership and all these kind of beautiful things. And I get this push, this prompting. It's a prompting. Go here. And I go into the Rio Mar Beach Club. And they have a deck facing the ocean. So I walk, I take that little path, go because it's in the, by the ocean. So I go into the bath and go into the beach house, and it's a deck. And in that deck, right in the center, well, before sunrise, I could see the floor of the deck is wood. I can see in this wood floor this ring. And I'm like, oh my God. And this is my favorite color. Even it's matching almost my top today. So I meant to tell you this story. I didn't plan it, but God did. I found this ring. I put it on, and to this day, it fits me. To me, that was the answer. Are you hearing me? Are you listening to me? And that from that moment on, I knew. Then I knew for a fact. For me, you don't have to believe it. That some people don't believe it. That's okay. I know it works for me. I know it's my personal experience, and I'm telling you these stories because I want you to develop a way to communicate with God, with the Creator. Why? Because you want to know yourself better. You want to have a happy life, and we're talking about happy, healthy. We're talking about how to be happy and content. And you cannot be happy and content when you are ignorant of your power. You can't be happy and content because the lack of knowledge of your power, of your beautiful energy, is blocking the path to happiness and contentment. Whoa! And this ring is very special. I only wear my ring when I'm working with you, when I'm doing special errands or something like special. That's when I wear this ring. So from that moment on, the communication with the higher, with the energy, with your power, with the Holy Spirit, with God, with Jesus, you call it the way you want it, with the chi, with the prana, it keeps growing. So we came out to a commitment, God and I, that another way for God to communicate with me, God cannot be giving me every single time that I want to hear from him. God cannot give me a ring. Yes, God can, because with God, all things are possible. But it's not very practical. I will have my house full of rings. So we came out to with the conclusion that the best, more effective way for God to let me know, to communicate with me, to talk back to me, okay? It's not necessarily God, supply me. I have everything I need. I don't need anything. Praise the Lord. Thank you, baby Jesus. I can say with all my heart, I have everything I need. I don't want anything. I'm very content. I'm very happy. I have everything I need. So it's not about asking for stuff. I'm asking for, like Solomon, like for wisdom, for kindness, for compassion, for me to be a better person every single day. That's what I want. So we came to the conclusion that another way that God will communicate with me was through little pennies, dime, money, loose money, okay, change money. And these are, in the United States, are pennies, And we have dime, we have different ones. And I have, if you watch my videos in the morning, next to my Bible, there is a little container there, and it's full of change. But that change there is change that I find every single day. So, a few days ago, 2 days, I didn't find anything. Oh, and I want, because you get used to it. Like you get used to meet with your friend and they're finding the pennies. Because I find the pennies in different areas. It's just the spirit guides me, and I go there, boom, it's a dime, it's a nickel, it's a quarter. You see in my bowl there is dollars, and because I find dollars, $2. I mean, in bill, $1, $2 bill. So a few days ago, I said, "Oh my God!" I was like, "Okay, nothing." But then I didn't find anything that day for the last. I'm gonna go one day at a time. That day, I didn't find anything, and I was okay, okay, okay. But then I focused on the beauty, the breeze. There is a breeze in the morning. The sky, the moon, the planets, the gorgeousness, the creation, the sound of creation, the smell of the flowers, the birds. I mean, it's so beautiful in the morning before dawn that is just breathtaking. And I'm just thinking, okay, yeah, I'm grateful for you gave me this day to get up and be enjoying, to be able to enjoy this beautiful morning. The following day, I didn't find anything either. And okay, and I did the same thing. Okay, grateful for just this, just for this paradise. Okay. The next day, yesterday, I go, and then because I go where the energy tells me to go. I have my path for my 6 mile route. So I go with the pennies or the money is by Easton. So I go to this spot. It's in South Beach by 7-Eleven. So I go there, and then I find a penny just like this. Okay. And this is what I'm going to ask you, because we're going to talk for the next few minutes until we finish here about what was first, because we're going to get into a little quantum thinking here. So I found this one. Oh, and that very rusty, very, kind of been there. It seems like it has been there for a long time, but I walk that route every single day. And I didn't see it, but everything is God's time. Everything is in God's time. You can't find, you can't have if it isn't at the right time, at the right place, doing the right thing. And that's one of my meditations that I have. And what is it? And yeah, in this affirmation, my affirmation to affirmation city. I am always at the right place at the right time, doing the right thing. I am always at the right place at the right time, doing the right thing. I am always at the right place at the right time, doing the right things. So your GPS, your guidance system is that you're always at the right place, at the right time, at the right place, doing the right thing. Well, I pick up my penny, going back to the penny. I was so happy because I thank you, thank you, thank you. And then, pow, something popped in my head. The thought, you will find many. And you won't believe this. Then it was like, I pick up the penny, I'm excited, and the thought, I'm looking at the penny, and it says, you will find many. I turn around like that, and in the floor, it was all this here. I don't know. I saw them spread on the ground, and I started. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 pennies spread right when I looked to the side. And I was shocked because I'm thinking now, oh my God, you go back to the Bible, like if you predict something. My mind was kind of bombarded by, whoa, what came first? Did it come because I wanted more penny, or did it come because I wanted more penny, so here I am manifesting the penny, or it happened because they were already there and I was awakened to it. See, I don't know how you will interpret this experience, but it's just like in quantum thinking. And quantum thinking says that life is an ocean of endless possibilities. And the possibilities that you will collapse, which collapsing in quantum thinking is about manifesting. So in the moment, because, maybe this is what happened. Because the last 2 days before this, I'm thinking, I want more penny. Oh my God, I didn't find my penny. And then 1 day later, then I find 17 pennies plus the first one that equals 18 pennies in one shot. So going back to quantum thinking, so in quantum thinking, the reality that you collapse is the reality you focus on. And I was just like, oh my God. In 2 days and in less than 5 seconds, because it didn't even take 5 seconds when I turned, and the thought first was the thought that I will have many, that it will have many. It was spread like that, the way I found them, you will have it in just in 5 seconds. So what do you, I'm going to stop here because I want to ask you, what is your interpretation of this? I mean, it's beautiful. Well, going back, I'm gonna hear a little, read you. Let me calm down. I'm gonna continue so I can finish with having this communication. So I'm sharing these stories because having a communication with yourself and with God, the power of life, with the light, with your energy. Remember, we are energy. We are energy. And the only way to change and to connect with energy is what? Through energy. So you have to clean up your act and really start developing a pathway, a two-way street of communicating with yourself and with God. Because I'm saying that very clearly. Why? Because it's so much easier. It's easier. You live your life the way you're supposed to live your life. Think about people who have millions of dollars and they die and they say, oh my God, if I should have known better, I would have done differently. And so it has the richness, the real richness, is the richness with your personal growth, with your personal development, you being your best friend, your best friend should be God or Jesus, or I don't know. For me, God is my best friend. The person I hang out all day long is with God, and my life is beautiful. My life is, I can say without any hesitation, my life is perfect. Edith, sunshine. Argentina, hola, hello, hello, hello. Okay. So that is so another way, that's one way getting getting into the happiness and contentment. Another way for you, and with this we're gonna be closing with this. Another way to that happiness and that contentment is for you, because once you do the work of knowing yourself, and when you have you make peace with yourself, and you surrender and you accept that it's something bigger and greater than you. And that energy, that force, that power, that life force will guide you through this journey. And if you have friends, alliance, people, this energy, this entity, this amazing supernatural reality that you will be connected with it. And I'm not talking about weird stuff. This is real thing. This is not like, oh my God, this is science. You go into quantum thinking, you find the same thing. So you go into the Bible, you find the same thing. No, the Bible is another quantum book. I mean, it's just amazing. But you have to study it. You cannot say, and you don't study. You never open it, you never study, you never read it. So going back to you, another way is by saying yes to life. Because when you get to know yourself, when you feel good with yourself, when you have confidence within yourself, you have the audacity and you have the courage and you have the sense of security and sense of self-confidence to say yes to life. Because why? By saying yes to life, you living your life to the fullest. And once you negate yourself the opportunity to say yes, you are going to be missing the best part of your life. Example, when my coach told me that I can be good in bodybuilding, what happened? What do you think it would happen if I said, oh, well, I never done it. I don't know how to do it, which I said, I don't know how to do it. He said, I train you. But I said to him, when he said to me, I said, oh, I don't know how to do bodybuilding. I've never done it. And he said to me, I train you. What happened if I would have said to him, oh, no, I'm not. No, I said no, right? Or I find excuses. I said yes. I said yes. When when you say yes to life, you start finding talents that you didn't know you have. I didn't know that I could be good at it. I didn't know. But the only way you know is by giving yourself the opportunity by saying yes to life. You have to say yes. You have to be the type of person that is always ready. I'm the type of person that I'm always ready. Life is not going to be knocking at my door and I'm going to say, oh, wait a minute, I have to go and lose 10 pounds. Oh, wait a minute, I'm not ready. No, the opportunity comes, be ready. I'm that type of person. I'm always ready because you never know. So most people because they're so confused, they don't know what they're gonna do with their life. They don't know whether to share or get off the pot. They don't have a clue. So they go through life wandering like a snowflake. If the wind blows to the north, they go to the north. If the wind blows to the south, they go to the south. Well, you have to stop it because that is a waste of amazing opportunities and amazing powers that you have. The same thing happened with my books. The same thing, I didn't know that I could be a good writer. I didn't know until I gave myself the opportunity to write, to sit down in the computer and write. And yes, of course, for things like bodybuilding, you need the right people with you. And that's a very important point. That to develop your qualities, your talents, and you have people with you that says, like my coach, he said, I train you. That my editor, an amazing man who's always willing to help me to make my books better. So you have people around you that will, but the people will come when you're ready for it. The people will come when you're ready for it. Because I don't think, just like with the 17 pennies, I don't think I would have find them if I wasn't ready for it. I don't think I would have met my coach if I wasn't ready for it. When I met my doctor who did my hip surgery, I was ready for it. And that's one of the things the doctor told me. The doctor told me, Josefina, I will take a risk doing the surgery for you because your body mass, your muscle mass, and your bone density. I was ready because I take care of myself. So sometimes we want to go to the doctor and we want to have opportunity. We want to do things in life, but we don't do the work. We're not ready. We're not ready. You have to make yourself ready. Okay, I'm going to see if I have any questions here. Oh, thank you, Catalina. You have to be ready. You have to be ready. So remember, before we close, all my books are in Amazon. I will highly recommend to you to go into Amazon. Book number 1, we have 5 books that are numbered. This is book number 1, and then we have book number 2. This is all about, very important book, because this is about cognitive power, the power of your brain. You have to continue learning. Then we're talking today about book number 3. I mean, this book is, all my books are is divine, because the book and relationships, every every penny that you make is based on successful relationship with other people. Every penny that you make is based on successful relationship with other people, right? So every money that you make money because you have good relationship with your boss, blah, 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 right? So the same thing happened with me. If my happiness is going to depend to the relationship that I have with whom? Not with my husband, not with my children, not with my boss, not with my friends, with me. My happiness is going to be depending in the type of relationship that I have with Josefina and the type of relationship Josefina has with God. That is what's going to determine the quality of my relationships and the quality of my life. And for that, we have to work on ourselves every single day. You have to stop the laziness, the apathy, the lack of love, the indifference. And you have to embrace your life and start by saying thank you. From this moment on, I'm working on myself every single day. And if you, this is a very good resource that I have in my website. Dr. Josefina I have all my CDs in my website, but the affirmation CD is priceless. You're not gonna find an affirmation CD better than this one. I tell you that. So you go to my website, drjosefina.com, and you download the CD from my website. And if you have any issues downloading, you email me, and I forward the email to my website person. Okay, but this CD, all my CDs are in my website. But I will highly recommend for today's blog to get your affirmation CD, because book number 3, we're talking about that relationship. And I was saying, like, that being nice to you, just you have, for some reason, I don't know, but my head is telling me that somebody just keep beating themselves up. I don't know who's doing that to themselves, but I'm getting this energy, this prompting about somebody is beating yourself. If you are the person, if you are beating yourself up, stop. And stop allowing yourself to be agitated and intimidated and cowardly. Stop. Stop now. Go look at yourself in the mirror and look at how beautiful you are. Don't look the negativity that you've been looking for in yourself for a long time. Now you go and you change it around. Look at the greatness in you. Look at the beautiful things in you. Look at the thing that you like to do. Look at the thing that you want to achieve. Look at those things and start working. And when I say start working, doesn't mean that you make a 380 degrees change. No, every day you do what you're supposed to do. You know what I mean? Every day you do what you're supposed to do. And that's how your talents and the revelations of your inner power will come into fruition because you have the discipline to do what you're supposed to do at this time. Like example, if you are in a job, if you have your job, this is why I'm always being successful in my life. Because every job that I had, which are very few, because I'm very consistent with the things that I do, but even the job that were preparing me for the adventure ahead, I took those jobs as like amazing, you know. I didn't take that job. I'm here in this job. I hate this job, and I don't do. I don't do. I'm not productive. I'm just slacking. I'm just wasting the time and doing things that I don't supposed to do. Or I'm taking things that I don't supposed to take. So that is not good for your energy. That is not good. So you eliminate those kind of things and start working on yourself by improving those little things or big things, you know. So that relationship with yourself is paramount to your success in life because you project that energy. If you don't love yourself, you project that. And if you love yourself, you project that. If you have a positive energy, you project that. If you have a negative energy, you project that. Because we are energy. It's energy. It is not so much what I articulate in words, but what I transfer as energy. We all are energy, and energy doesn't age, energy doesn't have a time limit. Energy is energy, it's power, it's potential, it's unlimited, it's creative, it's amazing. So that is my take for the day. Ay, gracias, Verónica. Verónica ha estado aquí toda la semana. Okay, any questions about quantum thinking? Any questions about my books? Any questions about my CDs? Any questions about the manifestation of pennies in less than 15 for 5 seconds? That's amazing. This was it's amazing. Oh, and then what I did, I all the money that I have found this year is in my car. And then by the end of the year, I take all the money and put it here in my little bucket. But these ones, I didn't want to put it together in my car with the rest of them because I just needed to share with you how beautiful this was, how God replies to you, how God has different ways to manifesting himself. This is one of the ways God manifests himself to me. This was another way with my ring, with my ring. And because I have such an amazing the gift of faith, and God has given us all of us the gift of faith, and I use it. It's a gift given by God, and I use it. Okay, let me see comments aquí, questions. Doctora, disculpe que hable en idioma, pero quisiera que pudiera por mi tarde. El pecho, ok, perfecto. Dile al pecho, no más. Affirmation and CDs and on iTunes. My affirmations are in my website and you download from my website. My website is right here on Instagram, drjosefina.com. What are my superpowers? My discipline. My superpower, the question is, what are my superpowers? My discipline is my superpower. My faith, I would say faith first. I always have faith from the time I was a little girl. Faith. My gift of God, faith is a gift that we receive from the Creator, from God. So I was very conscious of my gift from an early age. So my superpowers is my faith, my discipline, my desire to do my best, to be my best every single day. Another superpower that I have, I'm not the type of person that keep, I don't keep banging my head against the wall. I know something's gonna work out, it's gonna work out, something's not gonna work out. Bye. But I will give the opportunity, I give the chance. I'm not closing the doors, but you know, Doctora, feeling, let me see. Vive life, vive life. Oh, please block. Vive life, dice block. Oh, Vivi Life, no los estoy viendo, mami. I won't block anybody because I'm not even looking at them. I'm so into you guys. I'm so into you guys. Sometimes I watch and I go, but it's not worth it today because today is not worth it. It's not worth it. Okay, so superpowers. So those are some of my superpowers. And oh my God, the energy, the communication with God, the feeling, the another way that I communicate with God is especially in the morning. And this happened when I'm in bed. I feel this charge of electric energy. I feel this shot of energy. And I just, in the beginning, it was like, what kind of weird. But then I recognized there's another way of the universe providing me with the energy. And I feel that sharp, yeah, like when you're charging a battery, it's a sharp electrical charge. I feel it like an electrical charge. So I stay quiet. And now I let it last longer. I like it. I like it that it lasts longer because before it was like a maybe 3 seconds, something like that. Then now it's like, oh my God, it's like maybe you feel like a 5, 8 seconds, but it's lovely. So those are my superpowers, the connection, the desire. Also, another superpower for me is the desire to be connected with the power of life, the desire to recognize that it's something bigger and greater than myself, the, the desire to recognize that I can do amazing things, that I can do amazing things. And even Jesus Christ said, Jesus said that you can do better things than I done. And I'm thinking like, really? And this is one of them. This is another one. Hi, okay. TikTok, let's see TikTok. Are you super? Okay, I answered YouTube the question. Now TikTok, do you have any question before we go? Because sometimes I am doing Spanish, you guys, oh, when are you doing it in English? Okay, here's your day, Wednesday, English. So here we are. So I want you, I never thought about my powers. Thank you. I need to acknowledge them. Yes, you do. And you have Maria Guadalupe, and you have amazing superpowers. And the beautiful thing with superpowers that are different for each one of us. So, and those superpowers are for you to make the mark, to make your mark in the world. And when I said to make a mark in the world, doesn't necessarily mean you're famous, and no, it's in your world and where you live, with your family, with your people, with your family. So it's just those are the beauty that where you are blossoming, and that's a beautiful thing. Wherever you are blossoming. Hello, are you getting from Carlos Alberto Fernandez from? Hola, hello. How are you? Greeting from, oh, Carlos. Hi, Carlos. Nice to see you. Okay, thank you for sharing knowledge. Thank you for joining me today, Maria. Thank you so much for your time. Okay, so we don't have anything else to say, then it's time to say goodbye. Remember, the books are in English and Spanish, so you can order my books in Amazon. We have 5 books, vibrant at any age. Book number 1, book number 2. Today we talk about book number 3, and you find with the topic for today about work on yourself. You find it in page 41. So today we talk about work on yourself, and we have it in page 41. Then we have book number 4 that I usually recommend this one together. Book 1 and 4 together. This is an amazing combination. And then of course, then book number 5 about what we talking about, the developing that your greatness, your superpower, you just yourself, because the most amazing magic show that you can witness is your own growth. That's the most, for me, the most amazing magic show is me seeing myself becoming a writer, seeing myself going back to school in my 50s and getting my doctor's degree, seeing myself becoming a bodybuilder. Never in my head came those ideas that I was going to do those things. I knew that I was going to get my doctor's degree because that has been one of my goals since I was a little girl, that I was going to do it. I didn't know when, how, and where, but I know it was going to happen. Just like the pennies. Isn't this beautiful? I love it. Okay, my friends. Bye, YouTube. Today I work chest, a little bit of back and shoulders. I'm competing in about 12 weeks. My first show will be in about. ¿Qué día está en español? Los miércoles, los lunes. Los lunes, pues sería el próximo lunes. Español, next Monday, el próximo lunes. Thank you for sharing some of this superpower. Now I got 2 years where I have to build my powers. Absolutely, Rebecca. Yes. Yes. Okay, bye, my friends. Take a picture and mail it to me. Life is great. Mwah. Pow. Say yes to life. Don't close the door. Give yourself the opportunity to achieve all your goals and dreams. I say pow, you say wow. Share this account. Yes, please share. Please share. Okay? Share. I love you. Bye. And yes. Yes.